Hi Taurus, welcome to your love reading for April 2022. Let's see what's coming up for you. This is the love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. The first card you have, Taurus, is 10 of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. 4 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. Page of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April. 8 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. The Hermit. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. Ace of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. The Empress. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022. The Emperor. Sorry, that's King of Wands. I'm not sure why I said the Emperor. Love reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2022, and you have Page of Cups. Okay, so let's see what you have going on this month. If you'd like to get a private reading with me, just go to my website, channelguidance.com, and I'll place a link down below. So in the heart of the reading, you have the Hermit, which can represent the sign of Virgo. But this tells me that there's a lot of thinking around your love life right now. If you're single, and I am going through singles first, and then we do couples, and of course we have a separate X spread. If you're single, I feel like, yeah, like you're something about you're feeling kind of unhappily single because there is a relationship here. So I think those of you who are single, like a relationship is, very much on your mind. You might be thinking like, I've been single for too long. The good news is that you have the Empress here. And I almost said the Emperor, you heard that, because they are a couple. As it is, you do have the Empress, which tells me that you could be meeting the love of your life. The Empress can be marriage, children. This is a perfect person for you. So make sure that you're putting yourself out there. If you're single, because I feel like if you're single, you're unhappily single. Now, if you're in a relationship or you're married, or if this is about an ex, yeah, I feel like you're trying to shed some light maybe on what went wrong. Like when I was shuffling the deck, I felt kind of uncomfortable. Like maybe there's something that you don't want to know, or that you're kind of afraid of the truth, is what I felt. And that kind of makes sense here because we have clarity here with the Ace of Swords. So some of you may be hearing what actually happened with an ex, or what's really going on with your current partner. Maybe why this person either left, or why they're talking about maybe needing some time apart, maybe needing a break. Yeah, because I see a relationship here that's very important to you. And I feel like you're trying to figure out what's going wrong in a relationship or in a marriage. Because I do see someone unhappy here, 4 of Cups. Something's making you feel like something's wrong with this person. Like maybe there's not specific problems you can point to, but you kind of feel like something's off in a relationship. And I feel like this has you really thinking, where you're at this point where you can't ignore it anymore. You're looking at your relationship or your marriage very carefully and trying to think what is going on with this person. And I do think that in the month of April, yeah, you have a chance here to gain some clarity. What's really going on with this person? Now we have the fire sign here, King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But this can also be just you deciding that I'm taking action now. Like I want this marriage to work, which can be the Empress, or I know this person can be the perfect partner for me. And it can be that in the month of April, like there's a lot of conversations, or maybe there's a conversation that you need to have. I mean, you do have 2 pages here, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Like communication is strong. This is the time to have that conversation, whether it's, that you want to have an exclusive relationship. Maybe if you're interested in someone, this is a time to have that conversation that, where you let somebody know that you're interested in them, that you care for them. And this is a deep, meaningful conversation here. And I feel like you're taking action to make this happen. Let me get a few more. Let's see what else comes up for you. What else does Taurus need to hear about their love life for the month of April? You've got the Moon. What else does Taurus need to hear about their love life for the month of April? The shadow side, which is the Devil. And 4 of Swords. Okay, yeah, so I want to go back to, what I told you when I was shuffling the cards. I felt like someone is afraid of the truth, or you're afraid of knowing, which kind of tells me that some of you may feel like something's hidden from you. We've got the moon here. This can also represent the sign of Pisces. I do feel that Taurus is like, Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, the moon. For some reason, and Page of Cups, you're in a very emotional place in the month of April. For some of you, like, you may have decided that you needed a timeout from your partner, that maybe you needed some clarity. Maybe you're the one that needs clarity here. This is a general reading. Like, there's something here where maybe like you don't quite know the truth, and like there has to be a conversation where you guys like really open up, because I feel like there's some kind of negativity here that might be tearing a relationship apart, or either it could also be just kind of negative thinking, negative expectations, pessimism. There's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of confusion. Like maybe you guys definitely need a break for someone to really figure out what they want. Let me get a few from the confirmation deck, and then we'll move on to the X spread. What else does Taurus need to hear? We've got, interesting, so we've had 4 of Swords, now 5 of Swords. I'm going to put them right here. What else does Taurus need to hear about their love life? April, 10 of Wands. What else does Taurus need to hear about their love life? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, so something is putting a strain on a relationship right here. Something's putting a strain, something's bringing you down, which kind of explains why the 4 of Cups is here and the moon is here. But just note that, there is a new beginning here. Even if it seems like a relationship is just spiraling out of control, maybe you have like this feeling that there's just a huge red flag. Because then you do have 4 of Cups. You can't point to say like this is wrong or this is what they're doing, but you feel like something's off, and it can be that someone's making a mistake here with the 5 of Swords. Someone is sabotaging a relationship. Just remember, with the moon, sometimes looks are deceiving. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on between you and your ex. I did want to show you this jumping card from the confirmation deck, the Star. This tells me that for some of you, your desire, your wish to have your ex back is valid. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in the confirmation deck, and let's pull some from this deck. Taurus and their ex for April 2022. 2 of Cups. Taurus and their ex for April 2022. Knight of Swords. Taurus and their ex for April. Knight of Pentacles. Taurus and their ex for April. 3 of Swords. Taurus and their ex for April. So like this one wants to come out. We've got Page of Wands. Taurus and their ex for April. 4 of Pentacles. Taurus and their ex for April. 9 of Wands. Taurus and their ex for April. 7 of Wands. Taurus and their ex for April. And 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what the message is here. Now, kind of interesting that you've got 2 knights here. So this spread is specifically for exes. You've broken up, you've gone your separate ways. But the first card that we start with is the 2 of Cups. So the cards are definitely saying that in the month of April, like you may feel like very deep feelings for your ex, and it could be because something changes. You've got 2 knights back to back here right next to each other. You've got Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. So something is changing around the soulmate relationship. For some of you, this can be, the page in itself, Page of Wands, is change, but this can also be communication. This is the 3rd page that you've had in your reading. In the first spread, there were 2 pages. That's still your reading. You had Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Now you have Page of Wands. So it's like communication is strong in the month of April. Or it could be that, this is what the advice is from the cards, that this is a month maybe to reach out to someone who broke your heart. Because, the soulmate connection here, there's something changing here with the 2 knights, Knight of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords just tells me that there's, a lot of things changing very quickly between you, where maybe things had, really, both of these cards are opposites. Knight of Wands, sorry, not Knight of Pentacles. There have been kind of slow changes. Maybe this person had not been responding to you. Suddenly things are moving quickly. Yeah, same thing here. Both of these are opposites. Someone had been holding back from you. someone had not wanted to really take a risk, and suddenly there's excitement, there's change, but I still think that there's painful feelings between you. And also this card is telling me that this person really broke your heart. Now we have Three of Pentacles, which is always interesting when it comes up in an X spread, because this tells me that someone is really trying. And it can be you, it can be your ex. I mean, it's hard to tell in a general reading. Someone is really trying maybe to make this relationship happen again. We have Seven of Wands, which tells me that something was, very unfair between you. Maybe someone has something they have to say. Because I mean, 3 pages in your reading already. Someone has something they want to say. Maybe they feel they were done wrong. And we have Nine of Wands. Someone is feeling very protective. Yeah, so someone was hurt and is feeling very protective. We see that with the Three of Swords. Let me get a few more. What else does Taurus need to hear about their ex for April? We've got Six of Pentacles. What else does Taurus need to hear about their ex? Eight of Swords. And Two of Wands. Yeah, so some of you, this could be, I mean, Three of Swords in this reading, which is not uncommon because it is the breakup card, but some of you, maybe you've really been waiting for this person. This came up for one of the other signs. I'm not sure which one it was. It may have been Pisces. You've really been waiting for this person, but something, you have Eight of Swords here, which is, I mean, it could be either one of you. So you have to kind of think, like, who is this? Someone really feels stuck. It could be maybe a third party, another relationship, their own fears, their own ego. Someone feels unable to move forward here. But this card is telling me that you still have a chance at getting the relationship that you want and that you deserve with this person. Okay, let me get a few more. Taurus and their ex for the month of April. Queen of Swords, and put her here. Taurus and their ex for April. The Moon. Taurus and their ex for April. And Two of Swords. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords. So this can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But I feel like some of you, like, you're doing a lot of thinking, and that's what I told you in the first spread. Like, you're doing a lot of thinking. I mean, that's still your reading. You're doing a lot of thinking about a specific ex, what went wrong, and some of you could be thinking about them because there's communication with this person. You've had 3 pages in this reading. You had 1 here and 2 in the first spread. So there's a lot of thinking about your ex, but for some reason, this is really complicated. And like I said over here with the Eight of Swords, both of these cards represent someone who's stuck. It could be complicated because maybe there's a third party, or you're in different countries, or it was a really bad breakup. Someone has an impossible decision to make. Could be you, could be your ex. But also with the Moon, like, something's very confusing about you and your ex, or something's just really difficult. Maybe there's something you don't want to know. That's the feeling I had when I was shuffling the cards. Maybe someone's afraid of the truth. There's a lack of clarity. You did have Ace of Swords in the first spread. Just kind of keep in mind that this is a month to really communicate, and this is a month to really get the truth out. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the letters. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the letters want to tell you for this month. What does Taurus most need to hear about their love life for April 2022? So you might be looking at someone's name here, their initials, first name, middle name, last name. What does Taurus most need to hear about their love life for April? Okay, let's take a look. We've got A, R, I, S, E, Y, E, J, T, F, O, R, D, O, E, R. I've got a blank one. Usually I use the blank ones if I'm missing a letter to spell something. G, O, I, K, Q. So you can always screenshot this part of the reading. You can pause the video to see what you see in here. Again, it could be a first name, middle name, last name, or even just your initials together is always a huge sign. So right away I saw this name right here. I see the name Rod. So this can be Rodney. Here you go. We've got Rod right away. Let's see what else is in here. I see Airy, which can be Ariel. Yeah, I don't have an L in here. This is the blank one. Be Airy. You know what? We can also have Aries. For some of you, maybe you're involved with an Aries. We did have King of Wands. I also see eye, which makes me feel for some of you, maybe, you know, those who are single or even not, someone has their eye on you. You did have the Empress in the first spread. I also see over here JT. We've got Joe. I see Key. So, I mean, you had the moon. I think you got it twice. Maybe like there is, you know, this month is the key to figuring things out. You had a lot of kind of emotion in the spreads. This could be the month where you have the key to really figuring out what's causing trouble in a relationship or in a marriage. I also see Jake. I see Aaron. I don't think, let me see. I don't think I have an N in there, so I'll put this blank one here. Aaron. Yeah, I see fear. Fear, perhaps fear of knowing the truth, fear of opening up. But I also see, look at this, wow. There's fear, but there's also joy. Maybe you're afraid of finding out how someone truly feels about you, and knowing the truth just, it's totally opposite of what you expected. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, Taurus, because I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things in here, but some of them are going to be really personal to you as far as, you know, your relationship and what you're going through. So you can always pause the video and kind of see what is in here for you. Okay, Taurus, this has been your love reading for April 2022. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.